Old Glory. We got a lot of miles on this thing. A lot of miles. All right, let's have some fun. Hey everybody, Martin here with Golden Paydirt Reviews. And we have another shipment in and another bag of Paydirt. And man, I really held myself back for years not buying this Paydirt, but lately I had to do it because I have to spread awareness or at least tell you about this product. So I bought this on Etsy, and this company sold 387 bags like this or bags from his lineup. And it's just a shame, an absolute shame. I was reading the comments. A lot of people think it's the original Gold Rush company from the show. A lot of people are thanking Parker and, you know, Dave and all them, you know, just really, really sad. And it's not their fault. You know, it's just that they're gullible. The name is on there. And even if you bought the real stuff from the Gold Rush Paydirt, you weren't getting any better results, which is pretty sad. But let's go over this Paydirt and then I'll let you know a little more about it. So this is from a seller called Gold Rush Paydirt on Etsy and even out in the industry on websites. He sells this bag, 2.5 pounds of Gold Rush Paydirt for $24.99 with free shipping. And in the description, it's really, really long, his description, like he just goes all over the place, but it briefly says 2.5 pounds of Gold Rush Paydirt, screened, real gold, guarantee, free shipping, real Alaskan gold. Shipping was really fast because it deals with Etsy, and it's the only way they can really get their money when the customer receives the package. So I'm not really going to give it a grade on that. Could say whatever. Etsy gets an A+ on shipping. Packaging. I'm going to give them an A on packaging. It's a really nice coffee Mylar bag, but it's not heat sealed. It's taped up there. And label, I'm going to give him an A on label. He actually went out and made a label, but it's not the original label that used to be on his bags. He used to have a real nice big label on them, but now he went to these cheap printed ones. And you'll know why when I get a little further into it. I'll show you what the back looks like. He sends you a piece of bubble gum and some kind of printed out garbage business card, which I don't know why he did that, because he puts his website on there, Gold Rush Paydirt. And yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go a little into what you guys need to know. So if you want to get this bag of Paydirt, you can get it from multiple places because he sells the same garbage throughout the industry. He sells it on Gold Rush Paydirt, YukonPaydirt.com, BourbonBobsPaydirt.com, RazorbackPaydirt.com, UranusPaydirt.com, GoldRushTradingPost.com, YellowstonePaydirt.com, BigNuggetPaydirt.com, GoldCountryPaydirt.com, McDanielsMiningPaydirt.com, and the list just goes and goes and goes. He also steals and mirror images other respectful and long, you know, standing branded companies like Dirt Hog, Klondike Clinkers, couple Whiskey Pete's, and the list just goes on and on and on. And he really did a big dent into the industry. A lot of people lost a lot of good money. A lot of people lost a lot of money. And I know the stories. But also people lost money just buying the Paydirt because the experience isn't what it would be if you actually bought it from a super real, respectable company. But we're gonna see what this actually holds and what people are getting from Etsy when they actually order from this company. Because 387 sales, if you do the math on just the bare minimum $25 bag, that's a pretty hefty amount of money. And the bags go up and up and up. And people, if you read the reviews, people bought the panning kits with the bags, $50. So, and they're thinking it's from Gold Rush. But let's weigh it up. It's supposed to be 2.5 pounds, and then we'll open it up and take a peek. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, let's weigh it up. Let's see if we got our 2.5 pounds like stated on the bag. And we got 2 pounds, 13 ounces, well above. Let's drop that A+ in the left-hand corner. And we'll go check out the first look. So I'll be right back. All right, first look time. Let's see what we got in the bag. Let's see what this material looks like. Stating it is from Alaska. That's what the description says. Many, many times, over and over and over. Not gonna worry about pulling the tape off. All right. See any gold? He does say he screens it to a 1/4 inch in his description, so let's see. Pretty strange looking material. I will not eat that gum. Absolutely won't. It's like Halloween. All right, let's see if we see any gold. This is definitely not a 1/4 inch screen material. Definitely not. But let's see if we see any gold. I still see some organics. Let's just take a peek for some gold. Sometimes I like to see it, show you a piece if it was plausible, but nothing in the open. Yeah. Oh. You see what this is? This is soil balls. That's soil, potting soil. So he is mixing his pay dirt with potting soil. Great, just love to see that. All right, let's go. Let's get to the classification part. I'll be right back. All right, let's get this bad boy classified. We got our classifiers, like always, our separator pans, our catch basin, and our pay dirts. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, classification results are in. Let's take a look at it. So right here is my +10 material, my under 10, over 20, my under 20, over 40, and my under 40, 60, 80, 100, all the way down to 300 mesh. And let's just check the black sand, see if this is a challenge. All right, there's some in there. There's some. It's a good see, you know. It's good to see. At least you know there's some black sand in here. And nothing really in that mesh. There is a little black sand in here. But so that sounds like that's at least a good sign. It was very dusty. If you didn't see me when I was classifying it, pans are covered in dust. This stuff was really, really dusty when I was classifying it. But all in all, it's pretty even. I mean, this is the smallest amount out of all of them. Obviously, in the +10, this is mostly garbage. But, I mean, they're almost somewhat distributed okay. So let's go check out the panning session. Let's go have some fun. I'll be right back. All right, so we're at the panning station. All you need is a catch basin, doesn't matter what you use, some water, and a little jet dry. Just a little jet dry, not a lot. Jet dry does not cause a lot of bubbles. You'll see once I'm done pouring this in, those bubbles will dissipate really fast. And that's pretty much all you need. Put a little more water in there. All right, We got our stuff ready to go. All you're gonna need now is your snuffer bottle, your Paydirt, and you're good to go. So hold on and enjoy the show. Got one piece of gold here. Very surprised. One piece in the plus 10 material. I don't know how it got in there, but I guess it's plus 10. Whoa. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Oh, well, okay, all right. I'm surprised. I really am surprised. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pieces from this seller. I'm surprised. All right, let's jump on to the next one. All right, guys, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of gold. Listen, I found gold in every classification so far, except that small stuff. But I'm presently surprised that I'm honestly getting some gold like this. And maybe the Etsy thing, maybe. I mean, I've never bought a bag of Paydirt from Etsy. So, I don't know. But I'm finding gold. All right, guys. So I'm not going to pan this whole entire under 40 mesh in front of you, but this is just to see if there is any fine gold in the first pan. And then I'll share the results at the end of panning. But this is just to see if there is any fine gold in here. There was black sand in here, so I just don't know. And this material is very strange, very orangey stuff. I don't know, it looks very weird. Let's see if he placed any fine gold in here. I'm searching. I'll be shocked if I find any fine gold in here. All right, nothing. Nothing in the under 40 to 300 mesh so far. I got a whole bunch left, but I'm gonna do that now off the camera and I'll come back on my daily haul. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, so it's my total daily haul. And I was pleasantly surprised, honestly. From this company, I mean, I did not think for one bit that I'd get anything. There was pretty much gold in every classification. Just want to make sure this is empty. Besides the under 40 to 300 mesh. I pretty much knew they weren't going to put any fine gold in there. But there you go. So we got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 pieces, give or take. Let's go knock them down in the corner. I mean, it's definitely not $24 worth of gold. Definitely not. Definitely not that great of an ROI, but I was pleasantly surprised that they were actually given this much in that bag. And to think about it, so it was $24.99 plus they paid $8.90 for shipping because it was in a regular priority box. It was like, so, and on top of that, I'm not mad. If they're giving this to people who never paid for gold before, it's not, he's not getting totally ripped off. At least he's not getting skunked and he's getting some gold. So let's weigh it up. I'll be right back. All right, guys. It's that time of the review. It's my results and final thoughts on this 2.5 pounds of Gold Rush Paydirt. So let's put the gold into weight. We'll talk about it a little more. Let's just make sure we got our 20. And we do. We passed. Approved. All right. Let's tear her out. Come on, tear her out. Tear her out. What are you doing? All right. So I was actually pleasantly surprised with this bag of Paydirt. And I'm going to redo this review again because I'm just shocked. And it's not because it's a great deal. I'll show you the gold. And right after we go over the numbers, I'll go over my, the up close and personal photos. Let's put the gold on there. Let's talk a little more. All right, let's give it the good old 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Calling it 0.257. A quarter gram of gold. Yeah, a quarter gram of gold. I'll let you know why that's not that bad, because this bag costs $24.99 with free shipping. So a quarter gram of gold, 2.57, is $13.77 worth of gold. So that leaves me with an ROI. Turn this off because I'm talking there. That leaves me with an ROI, a return on investment, of 55%. I mean, that's almost the okay range. I'm like scared to say, I'm even scared to say that because this is like a rarity. I don't know. I'm going to have to revisit this Paydirt, but this is what I got from it. This was an Etsy sale. I don't buy from Etsy. I don't even go on Etsy. I just happened to go look at Etsy just because I was bored, but locked up in the house. I saw this company on there. And I said, $24.99, let me give it a shot. I even bought some gold-rich black sand Paydirt from there from another seller, but I just wanted to give it a shot. So, and I'm pleasantly surprised that I got a 55% ROI, but there's been monsterish horror stories on and on and on. So we'll revisit this one again in this near future. It was somewhat strange panning. The material was very orangey, like the material was very orange, and there was a lot of black in there that floated right out, and that was that topsoil balls. And I didn't bother breaking them up. I knew there was nothing in there. Just let them float right out of the pan. There was some black sand in the under 40 to 300 mesh. There was no gold in that mesh, which was most of the Paydirt. But there was gold in the plus 10, the under 10 over 20, and the under 20 over 40. And that's all I can say. Came with a piece of gum I sure the hell won't eat. And that's about it. If you guys do buy this Paydirt, or you ever did buy this Paydirt off of Etsy, in the comment section below, leave your recovery rate. I want to know what you got, so I know what other people are getting. Because I'm shocked. I've saw so many reviews on Yukon Paydirt, Bourbon Bob's Paydirt, Razorback Paydirt, Gold Rush Paydirt that I even did, Uranus Paydirt, Gold Rush Trading Post, Yellowstone Paydirt, Big Nugget Paydirt, Gold Country Paydirt, McDaniel's Paydirt. I've saw so many reviews on these bags that they would just, nothing, 20%, 31%, nothing in the high 50s. So I don't know. I don't use Etsy, so it's not like he knows it's me, and it's nothing to do with that. I don't use Etsy. It was a guest. He doesn't know who I am. There's no way possible. And if he did know who I am, he sure the hell would. He would give me a lot higher than a 55% ROI. That's just not even. That's the getting towards the okay range. It's not like recommended to go out and buy it. But I'm just shocked that there was actually $13.77 worth of gold in there. So I'll see you guys again. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Greatly appreciate that. Go check out my Patreon channel, patreon.com/Golden Paydirt Reviews. Help support us there. Also, you can sign up to my YouTube membership program. Right under the subscription button is a join button. I got 4 tiers, and we'll be incorporating great giveaways and automatic mail out pay dirt bags for the 2 top tiers. But I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Let's give away a bag of pay dirt, so I'll be right back. All right, congratulations to the Millers. The Millers. Check them out right here. This is who you may be. Don't forget to leave me your address on my email address, goldenpaydirtreviews@gmail.com, or you can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Just search for my name, and I'll see you guys soon. Hope everyone's staying healthy. I'll talk to you guys again. Once again, thank you for watching another episode of Golden Pay Dirt Reviews, and have a happy golden day.